Put your console up on my table, baby.
I want to play a
World Tour.
Holla at me.
All right, we're working on that part anyway. All right, it's Loper and Randi here with Jeremy Duff from GamingNexus.com and Rogue Gaming. He is the senior staff writer and, of course, my co-host in Now Loading, brought to you by Mountain Dew here on the Blitz. Dude, what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Now, you sent me over an email, and this week we're going to be talking about the game formerly known as Tiger Woods Golf.
Correct.
For
Really?
years. I mean,
Okay.
what was the first year Tiger Woods Golf came out? It had to be like early 2000s, right? That's like when he started blowing up.
I believe the first year, I think I was in college, so that was like 98, 97.
Is that right? You think so?
I believe that.
I mean, he did
remember-
drop around that time, right?
Yeah, I remember
He was-
being in college just trying to find a copy of it. So,
Yeah.
I would say it's late 90s.
The evolution of that game has really been impressive.
It is. It's really changed. I mean, you go back and look at the first one compared to the newer golf games.
Last one I played was 2012, was Tiger Woods Masters Tournament, and it was phenomenal.
Yep, I think that was, 13 would have been his last year.
Okay.
And they finally, he stopped winning, basically.
Yeah, they're like, so you suck now. We got to get a new person to put on the front of the game. It's so funny, through all the stuff, through everything, through the thing with his wife and everything, he still had a game.
Mm-hmm. They stuck with him.
But when you start to suck, that's when you... Yeah.
Yep, you're off.
You have all the personal problems you want, apparently, but yeah, you suck, you're out, man. So, Rory McIlroy, right?
Yes.
I can't even say that.
McIlroy.
Yeah, McIlroy.
It's a
Yeah, he is
What a
the
stupid
cover boy.
name.
They're basically going with the whole Madden idea now. It's not like Rory's game like it was Tiger's game.
Rory McIlroy.
It's basically each year you're going to expect to see whoever the top golfer is.
Okay.
Kind of grace it.
Oh, so it's going to... I got
like
you.
Madden.
I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. That's cool, man. Everybody gets a shake. And you know
Yeah.
what? I don't know anyone else that plays golf except for
Exactly.
Arnold Palmer. And the
Well-
only reason I know that is because I used to be an alcoholic.
That sweet iced tea.
I'll tell you right now,
lemonade
Jordan
drink.
Spieth will be on it next year, but will we get the same jinx as Madden? Will it
Oh,
start
yeah, that's true,
jinxing
with
the
the
players?
curse.
Yeah, right? That's interesting. So
Well,
what is
listen
what
to
is
what happened to Tiger. I think so.
well, is you think so? Tiger has a chance to come back then.
It's possible.
If he turns it around, he can maybe get his game back.
It's possible. Don't
Never
see
gets
it happen personally, but
he's never going to get his wife back,
Yeah,
but
so
maybe the
literally
game.
get his game back, though, to get his game back.
Right.
He's trying to get her back.
I bet he needs to work on that swing.
He wants her back.
She was
Just-
way prettier than Lindsey Vonn. I'm sorry.
He
Like,
needs
she's a
to
model.
decide on a swing and just go with
and
it.
a girl.
Yeah, quit messing around, man.
so
So
he wants everything back when it was good. So he's like, okay, let's.
yeah, you know what?
Back to
That's a
what?
place and time. Good luck, man. Good luck. So with this game, does the actual function and the gameplay change at all?
No, it's predominantly the same. They took a year off last year, kind of with the goal of we're going to revamp everything and try and rebuild everything and get a fresh start.
Remember on the Wii, they had the controller, they had the actual golf club that you hooked up to it. Do they do something like that on Xbox One, PS4 now? Or
Nope,
nothing
it's all
like that?
strictly, based on the controller.
How do you feel about that?
Well, no. On PlayStation, I play with the Move.
Well,
The Move. I mean, I swing.
yeah, on that, but that's not
But
included.
do you hold the
on this
controller?
Yeah, it's it's the PlayStation Move. It holds in your hand. It looks like a microphone. Yeah, you stand and you.
But
have
he's
to,
saying, yeah, but it's not
the
a
thing we were
club.
playing
Yes,
with.
that was
the
on
game.
the-
Yeah, but you were playing the fight game.
Yeah, I
Yes,
got
that
you.
was on the last version, but that's not. This one isn't even out for PlayStation 3, which has. The
Oh,
move.
okay. Now,
This
could
is
you-
Xbox One and PS4 only?
So PS4 does not have a move.
No,
Interesting.
The PS4 doesn't.
no.
I thought you could use the same move controller. I'm
And
pretty
that
sure you
is
can.
the sound of Rick's
They
heart
included
breaking.
the lights on the controller, the same light that's on the end of the move, with the intention of
Really?
supporting the idea of it. And they do utilize some controller motion, but no, the actual move
Oh, wow.
controllers themselves are not supported.
Well, could you play Tiger Woods with Kinect?
Yes, you
So
could.
you could just
Can't now,
swing.
but
Hey,
you could.
stop taking all the time. I need to know about this game. My son's playing all this game
No,
now.
this is interesting because that means everything that we have, Randy, for the 360
Doesn't move up.
null and void with the
Right.
Xbox One. You got to get all new stuff.
Okay, so
that's kind of interesting.
this game he's playing, he had to kick everyone out because he has to play this game. He has to get up earlier than anyone so he can play this game. Far Cry 4. He downloaded it. We didn't buy it. He went to Kroger. I'm like an old woman. He went to Kroger and bought these Xbox gift cards.
Got it off the network.
and got
And
it
then,
off the
downloaded it. And I'm
phone.
like, do you have enough space to download a game like that? Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, of course I do. I'm like, okay, I don't know how it works. So,
Yeah.
how's this game?
It's
Is
one
it-
of last year's best games, hands
Really?
down.
And this is like a first-person shooter?
First-person shooter, you're like you're stuck on this island, basically.
I love being stuck on an island.
And, you
Yeah, me
get
too.
free reign all over the island to do as you want and take on missions, and
Yeah.
you're battling this militia, and it's a fantastic game.
I
Whoa,
wanna
there's a
play now.
militia on the island,
Yeah.
too?
Basically, if I remember the story right, you go back because your mother died or something. This is where you were born or whatever.
Whoa.
When you go back, it's controlled by this crime lord.
Uh-huh.
And basically, you end up trying to help free the people from his militia and reign. So you're running. I mean, it's great because you can.
Here's what I
climbing
picture:
mountains, jumping off on hang gliders, and
some of the people are kind of like the Wild Samoans from wrestling.
looks a lot like.
Yeah, they're running around loincloth. They're a savage people, but I'm there to free them.
Yes.
I'm their leader. They're going to all rally behind me. Then we're going to put a pig in the ground, put the beer on ice, because all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight.
That's a song.
Oh.
Somebody said that.
Sometimes you can design your own games, and if I was going to, that would be the game right there. Yeah, I'm Hank Williams Jr. in this game, okay? And I'm saving these savages. What, Rick?
Somebody texted in and said they're making an Xbox One that the 360 games will work on.
Well, the games are going to work,
luck.
but your controllers and everything, that stuff does not carry over. But yeah, come this holiday, as we talked about a couple weeks ago.
I thought you
backwards
mentioned that.
compatibility
We just had
is
the
key.
drag racing going on here in Columbus. Sean Mason wants to know, does anyone make a drag racing game for 360 or PS3 or 4?
Haven't seen any announced recently. I know they did a while back. They did an NRA title.
NHRA
and
title,
NHRA,
yeah.
And they've had a couple other off-brand ones, but those have never been real popular. So
Dude, NHRA, I don't understand how that's not a more popular sport. In this world that is hosted by people with the shortest attention spans ever, right? You're
Right.
talking about the most time that this sport takes to complete.
Like opposite of NASCAR.
Is like 8 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like you can watch your favorite car run down the quarter-mile track in. If it goes 8 seconds, that's a really long
Well,
run.
maybe that's
you know?
the problem, is you have to be able to catch it. Like with football or baseball or NASCAR, you could do something and still go home and turn it on and it'll be there.
Dude, an NHRA game,
Gone for hours.
straight up drag racing would be sick. Like with the jets, and they run like full on, like, funny cars.
But what would you do? I mean, all you're going to do, as soon as the light turns green, you hit the button.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. What else you going to
Oh,
do?
you got to be able to pop the clutch and get that sumbitch down. Work through the gears. Yeah, man. You got to do the real racing.
I don't know how you're going to keep me very long when you're doing 8 seconds.
Oh, I agree.
Whatever,
Take
bro.
longer to load the race.
Right.
Yeah. And then you got to have like another feature. Like after you're done, you complete the track. You got to feel up your white trash girlfriend.
Yeah, you get
back
a girl.
in the trailer.
Okay, all right. Now we're
something
getting
like that.
somewhere. Okay.
All right. So we're going to talk
God.
about the. Our next game, it's now loading, brought to you by Mountain Dew. Talking about God of War 3, the remastered version. Tell us about this, Jeremy.
Basically exactly what it sounds like. It is the classic PlayStation 3 game. Looks a little better. Brought the PlayStation 4. And honestly, that's about it about it.
No new features, characters?
No,
or
I was a
anything like
little
that,
bit disappointed with it. It's still a great game, and that just is kind of speaks to the original title. But they didn't really do a lot to update it. It's kind of like a no-frills update. Has a nice little fresh coat of paint on it. They added photo mode, so you can kind of pause the action and take screenshots. But even that's not as fully featured as it has been in other games. But I mean, it's still a fun game. But I really wish they would have done a little more work to it.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you get something new, especially if you're gonna like rehash a title, like recycle it like that to the people that have played the game 100 times, you got to offer something new.
Yeah, a lot of the other remasters, they've tried to do other things, touch them up, maybe added some extra levels or modes or something. The photo modes have been fantastic, and like the Middle Earth game, the Lord of the Rings games we talked about, where you can kind of move the camera around and take these real nice shots and pose them, and pretty cool. This one's basically you pause it and can make a couple little changes and take a picture. That's it. And it's the same game. So still a great game. And that's just because of how good it was originally. It still holds up, but it looks a little better, but that's pretty much all there is to it.
All right, cool, man. Well, I was trying to see if we had any questions. Yeah, we got to the NHRA question. The one thing I want you to go over real quick is all the games that we talked about, the release dates. So the God of War 3, the repackaged version, is out now?
Yes, both that and the PGA Tour launched today.
Okay. Awesome,
so they're
man.
both in stores today.
Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad you made it in. And every single Tuesday, you guys can tune in just after 6:30 and check this out. It's called Now Loading, brought to you by Mountain Dew with Jeremy Duff, man. It's good to see you, bro. Yeah. Talking about games, guys. You're a gamer. This is what you want to listen to.
Games I do adore.